at yourself and try. Even, you recognize the bad choices you made in life and get mad at my perfect ability to release music and speak on the microphone. You are jealous that I am my own boss because you make it to the next day. And me speaking as a celebrity, sometimes all people see is this, and they're like, wow, look at Casper. Sometimes all people see is look at this, like, wow, look at the carpet on the walls. Wow, So like, if you ain't on my list, I ain't seeing no box. And I'm sleeping a dream. I dream and I remember my dreams. And all day today, I've been trying to think of what last night's people, and I don't even know these people, homie. Takes 2 years to even get on my list. Normal people do, but when it's cold, my body already runs at temperature degree sex. You look desperate, bitch. It's my dick. And the top pussy with you, it's 750 options. So how interesting are you? Desperate. Can I call you Miss Desperate? Do I look desperate? Acting positions. And I'm confused of how many positions you saw me act out. Because I really want to go home tonight. I want to go to jail. I want to go to prison because... So I'm gonna be honest, like I stay to myself. Can you see that? Let me make this big size, like my dick. If you ain't on this list, you ain't shit, man. I haven't added anyone to my list in years. These are the only people who cared to message me, man. I got 15 heart rate, runs at like a 70-day round. But I'd be dreaming, when it's nice and warm in the house. It's nice and warm in here. Right now we got it 74. In summer, we probably have it at 70. But when it's warm, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are following what the title says. And this title says we're getting shit-faced for the next 10 hours until 8 p.m. this evening. This should really, that's what I'm here for, and that's how I gain respect. Maybe on the lower end of what you're used to. I'm not here to correct people. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to call you names. I'm not a name caller. I will never accept. So right now I'm starting to hate my job. FYI. All right, so 12:01, we got 8 hours left of my shitty-ass job. So we're in pal talk. Yeah, and I can't hate him for that, but I definitely do tease him a lot. I definitely do be like, yo, look at this, man, I'm drinking. Because it is a joke to me. This whole life is a joke. I've been working so freaking hard on what I love doing here and even converting myself to more of a producer than audio, and still, it's a goddamn joke. Paychecks are a joke. Your friendship is a joke. My life is a goddamn joke. How I smoke it, and even my pain symptoms is a joke. It's a joke to you, right? So this whole thing is like, yeah, why should we even take it serious if you're not going to believe me? Why should we even, try to prove on what I'm doing? I don't give a F on what you think about what I do versus not do. Instead, yo, look, I'm drinking while on this mysterious bottle. I didn't even take this bottle for 24 hours, and yet that freaks you out, right? Tell me it doesn't freak you out. Tell me your first thoughts when you look at this versus this. Tell me how screwed up of a person you are. The sad thing is you will never tell me how screwed up of a person you are because you believe in the information you know. Can I puke now or can I puke later? But not only do you believe it so much, but you're willing to go above and beyond to even make your point of Lifetime movies you watch of alcohol versus next to a beer bottle because you've never ever seen anything positive come from that because you're a goody tissue piece of shit. And that's facts for 80% of you out there. And I'm saying your life is a joke. Not me. When I do shit like this, I'm making a joke of you. You fell for it. It's so obvious how you could only give a shit now when you see those two things together like a live, fast, suspense movie versus, I need you to advertise, help me advertise, get the album out. If the only time you are ever by my side when you can connect the simple ass dots is that, seriously, get the fuck out of my face. You simple ass shit. Get the fuck out of my, I will be by your hospital bed when you bend the fingernail and cry wolf while I sit back here in level 9 back pain for 9 years straight. You fucking weakling. And you got the fucking right to complain about Lifetime mysterious stories. It's like, get the fuck out of here, It's like, you just prove I do it all. I make music, make the lyrics, I create the album, I master it, I send it off. What do you do besides open your legs in hope for cooperation? What are you besides that? Explain to me. Minus your sexuality, feminist. What you can do for our country from the damage that you've already done. Tell me, besides your puss hole, how you can help my business succeed. Or is it only your puss hole which allows my business to succeed? I'm confused and hoping one of you feminist assholes out there can help me choose which way I should go. Should I go the loose pussy hole? Should I go the tight pussy hole? Should I keep on swinging my dick? Or should I stop? Or is there life beyond that? I'm just walking around aimlessly wondering if there's life beyond dick and pussy rolls. You seem pretty smart. Can you help me? I didn't say hump. I said help. No sexist. You're so stuck around pussy and dick that you allowed yourself to fail. How does that make you feel? That you allowed yourself an idea, pussy and dick, and then add the BS in between, pussy versus dick, and look how it destroyed your life. I'm glad I chose a profession that allowed my life to grow. You ain't like me, man. I got a dick. So I know I got a dick, bitch. You ain't need to tell me how to live. I know, because I got a dick. Shut the F up, bitch. I know, because I got a dick. That's your only defense. That's all I hear. Translated. And honestly, it don't make sense. I'm asking you why. How come it doesn't make sense? Accurately measuring the pain scale of my spine in the upper single digits. As you can see, I'm reaching for some pain relief. And what have I done? Besides sit here. Hydromorphone. It's been about 6 hours since I took 8 milligrams. I only prescribed 3 per day on average, but it takes 8 to bring the pain away. I don't expect any of you to believe me, ever. So I don't try to entertain the haters. Alright, so we got 20 minutes till we take our next shot. I've been talking nonstop 5 hours straight for me. What is it? Is it because I got easy ass life? What is it? Is it because I can smoke weed every day? Is it because I can drink once a month versus here every week type of ass? What is it? Why don't you go and be a dick ass and stand up and tell me what the hell you're about, leader of the pack? Why don't you go ahead and stand up for your side of the group? Because we all know it's politics. We all know if you got into a car accident with your neck mostly broken, that I would still probably fly my bum ass out there and hope you succeed and tell you good things. We all know we would both do that, but your politics are sickening. Your politics remind me of Washington and how everyone hates Trump. You're a hater, and you will continue to be a hater despite what your cult thought you would believe. You will continue to be the person you were the past 5 years, and I don't blame you, because that's the life you chose, and therefore I must associate and adjust to a delinquent of my current moral law system. And I tolerate people who feel that they're better than me. Like, bitch, I got 24 albums. I'm so much better than you. Why are you even trying to compete with me, 9-to-5 worker? Like, I'm a freestylist with 24 albums. I can speak my mind easily, but you know I'm doing a good job trying to stay shy and quiet back here. You want to get into a fight and impress your bitch with my skills? I ain't ever trying to get in front of your bitch and be like, yo, I'm the best truck driver alive. Yo, I'm the best at this shit. Yo, I'm the best talker on YouTube. You feel like you above me? In my invisible law, you lose, sucker. I've been told by the emperor that I stand with him, not you. And anytime I need to take control, I will. So what's up with your undesirable ass? Come on, normalized person. Come on, people who knows other people. You think you can go head to head with a master? 10,000 hours of talking to a wall practicing. Come on. You really think your bed talks can outweigh this profession? Like, you'll shit, and I believe you'll shit at the moment. And if you really want me to open up Jesus and have full communication with him and ask permission to disable you, we shall go the full length and full strength to disable you. I don't care about entertainment like you. Looky, friends, look what I'm involved in. You getting this on video? I'm fighting with a master. And of course, everyone knows you're fighting with a master, so I hear comments like yourself. I'm reminded, why I stay home, because I am such a master. And your idioticness doesn't bother me, because when we're done, I'm still going to finish this channel I'm watching on your television. I will continue to say thank you as you attack me. I will continue to recommend others to you as you act like a total asswipe. I will continue to do my job if that means tearing you to shreds to remind you who you are. You will never walk my shoes. I don't expect to walk your tiny ass shoes. I don't expect a paycheck from a boss, because I am a loser ass boss. I don't expect any kind of praise from your jiggly ass buttocks. I don't expect you to suck my dick, and I don't expect you to suck mine, but for Pete's sakes, can we enjoy the celebration of it without your forehead interfering with the event? Wow, notice how you lost? That was tense, right? Proof. You're surrounded by a boss. I don't need your opinion. Belief is bigger than opinion. I thought you coming from a pyramid would understand, but no, always a refresher course is good. You ain't got the vocal capacity box. You ain't practiced enough. So I'm sure you'll avoid my tiptoes as much as possible, right? Especially when I want to delay my album a few weeks for your weak ass. Surely you're worth it. You're worth the delay. I got to tell all my fans why the delay is happening, and it's the worth. Do you believe you're worth it? Most likely you avoid this whole conversation and we never meet because you don't know your damn self. You're just as clueless. 45% out there. 55% got a clue. I seen the stats here in 45%. 45 years old and still trying to get it. Well, what I was taught 5 years ago, you'll get in the next 5 years. So 45 in your position, what should we expect in your equation? Yo's Production Online Delivery. I'll be your host, Justin Perry, known as Love Justin Perry. Also known as Casper Wright Script. Also known as CWSPOD. Also known as Casper. Also known CWSPOD.com. 50% of us out there. Actually, I'm talking probably to, what does my stats say, man? When I log into, I'm talking to people in their 30s and 42-ish. And I'm talking to mostly female. That's what my stats say. I can log right in. I can log in, man. We can go over these one by one. We got time to show you how good these business skills are. I can show you how much better I am than you. I can show you why you should suck my dick versus not. I should show you why you need a deep throat for the very first time, all the way down your throat and gag. I need to tell you, explain to you why. Because I'm moneybags, bitch. And you'll allow me to call you bitch because I'm moneybags. You won't allow no broke bitch to call you bitch. But you will allow a sugar daddy. You will allow a sugar daddy to fuck you up the ass. You will allow all of that if the guy got moneybags, homie. Alright, so this is from the last hour, man. 1 hour. And I've been sitting here getting drunk for the last hour. And these are the stats I'm going to show you straight from my distributor from the last hour. 1 hour, man. Even though they ain't a lot. Look at that. 1 hour. I get paid about what you get paid, bitch. Refilling my soda Pepsi for the last hour. 1 hour. That's what it is. Look at all of those purchases. That's a group of purchases. And notice we can click on details for all the stick in the muds. So let's click on details. Let's click on sale of the hour. $1.50, $2.43. Let's click on this one, man. I mean, I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to make you gag on my cock. My back pain for 9 years straight. And like, you just prove my point. Just prove everything of what I'm trying to do here. You're just a waste of my time. You ain't trying to help me. You're another brainwashed, instituted, worthless, wannabe thinking they are high-paid shit. When you just lying to yourself, employer enables you to be like, yeah, you're the best. Yeah, you ain't no best. Because if you were to be put out in the field by yourself, you'd be clueless. If you were put in the field by yourself, you'd be clueless without other people. Come on, can't do it. I can do everything I do here solo. I can make the whole circle. And what are you? A medication giver? That's all you do? What are you? Besides a ball washer. What the hell are you, man? What the hell are you? You ain't graduated from nothing besides a dick sucker. You ain't graduated in nothing besides another roadblock, another day tour. That's what you are. That's what your strengths are. To be worried as shit. You ain't here to keep the earth together. You're here to raise awareness. Like most of us are stupid. Nah, you ain't understand the scope yet. Because if you understood, you wouldn't be speaking like you do. Activist. You want to be an activist. Simple shit. Minding people. Hopefully Jesus takes you. Let's just hope. Let's pray. I do it all. I make music, write the lyrics, I create the album, I master it, I send it off. What do you do besides open your legs and hope for cooperation? What are you besides that? Explain to me. Minus your sexuality, feminist. What you can do for our country from the damage that you've already done. Tell me, besides your pusshole, how you can help my business succeed. Or is it only your pusshole which allows my business to succeed? I'm confused. And hoping one of you feminist assholes out there can help me choose which way I should go. Should I go the loose pussy hole? Or should I go the tight pussy hole? Should I keep on swinging my dick? Or should I stop? Or is there life beyond that? I'm just walking around aimlessly wondering if there's life beyond dick and pussy holes. You seem pretty smart. Can you help me? I didn't say hump. I said help. No sexist. You're so stuck around pussy and dick that you allowed yourself to fail. How does that make you feel? That you allowed yourself an idea, pussy and dick, and then add the VS in between, pussy versus dick. That's our goal, whether we make it there or not. Is your problem, not mine. I truly enjoy my life, with or without personal pain. I've learned to deal with it. Yeah, I gotta take pills every so often just to feel human and like I want to associate. At least I found the way, you know? At least I found the way to be happy. At least I found the way to deal with my circumstances without you getting in the way and tell me I can't do it. I believe alcohol is bad mixed with my shit. But it's not like we have an all-day binge. It's not like I'm drinking 2 bottles of that. I think we're drinking 1 per day. So, you know, you can't hate me for doing good for 24 albums. And since this is going to last me the rest of the month, LOL at myself, right? So why don't you just STUP and enjoy the show? We've been going on 3 years of marriage now. And all my personal haters can go to hell because you're jealous of my dick in your mouth. You know, you can't wish happiness on me. And I'm happy I can do what I do. I'm happy I got 24 albums. Or is it the fact that I keep on bringing that up that makes me pissed off? Is it the fact that I got a house that my sponsors bought for me? What is it? Is it because I got an easy-ass life? What is it? Is it because I can smoke weed every day? Is it because I can drink once a month versus your every week type of ass? What is it? Why don't you go and be a dick ass and stand up and tell me what the hell you're about, leader of the pack? Why don't you go ahead and stand up for your side of the group? Because we all know it's politics. We all know if you got into a car accident with your neck mostly broken, I would still probably fly my bum ass out there and hopefully you succeed and tell you good things. We all know we would both do that, but your politics are sickening. Your politics remind me of Washington and how everyone hates Trump. You're a hater, and you will continue to be a hater despite what your cult taught you to believe. You will continue to be the person you were the past 5 years, and I don't blame you, because that's the life you chose, and therefore I must associate and adjust to a delinquent of my current moral law system, and I tolerate people who feel that they're better than me. Like, bitch, I got 24 albums, I'm so much better than you. Why are you even trying to compete with me, 9-to-5 worker, like I am with a master? So I hear comments in my invisible earphones like, yo, shh, I'm hearing people tell you. I'm hearing people tell you to calm down. I'm hearing others who believe in me to shut you down. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing confidence within myself. I'm hearing the upper hand despite the holiday. I'm hearing how great I am. I'm hearing the 25 albums sing in my forehead, and I'm asking, wait, is it my turn yet? Can I go and whip some major ass? Because we're used to permission given. And when I walk out of your presence, I will still believe permission was given, because that's our job. You are in a fight with Mr. Permission Given. Do you want to fight with permission given when your permissions are limited to begin with? Do you even want to be in the same room with such a master? I know it's a good thing, and you're too good to ask for my signature, but can't we just be friends and mind our own space and eat treats? Why's it gotta be all this? I came here in the respects of the event, and now I'm reminded of reasons why I should have said fuck you. I'm reminded of reasons like yourself. I'm reminded, why I stay home, because I am such a master. And your idioticness doesn't bother me, because when we're done, I'm still gonna finish this channel I'm watching on your television. I will continue to say thank you as you attack me. I will continue to recommend others to you as you act like a total asswipe. I will continue to do my job if that means tearing you to shreds to remind you who you are. You'll never walk my shoes. I don't expect to walk your tiny ass shoes. I don't expect a paycheck from a boss, because I am a loser ass boss. I don't expect any kind of praise from your jiggly ass buttocks. I don't expect you to suck my dick, and I don't expect you to suck mine, but for Pete's sakes, can we enjoy this celebration event without your forehead interfering with the event? Wow, notice how you lost? That was tense. Also known as CWSPOD, also known as Casper, also known CWSPOD.com. It's an instant YouTube redirection discography. Is that too many words? It is an instant access to back up the power in your tiny ass corner. I don't need to prove myself. It's a struggle to wake up and say hi. It's a struggle to even call you back. It's a struggle to even listen back. You should be sucking my dick that I'm even here. You should be giving me a manicure, a pedicure, because I showed up. You should suck the tip of my dick for 5 minutes. Tell me who he is. All right, so in 6 minutes, we're taking another drink. In 20 minutes, at 4 p.m., I'm going to take a break and get up and walk around for my own physical health, probably for 10 minutes. We'll come back at 4:10. Sounds like playing. Until then, I'm going to continue talking like you want to suck my dick. I'm going to continue talking like your pussy is so tight. I'm going to continue talking like you want to bust it open. You want to cheat on your man for me. Because I'm so that. I come in 4K. You want to ride your pussy lips all over my face. You're going to force me to lay on the bed as you ride in my face and feel your big ass titties, or I will. That's what you're thinking about right now. And how does it feel to be thinking like that? No homo. Talking to 50% of us out there. Actually, I'm talking probably to, what does my stats say, man? When I log into, I'm talking to people in their 30s and 42-ish. And I'm talking to mostly female. That's what my stats say. I can log right in. I can log in, man. We can go over these one by one. We got time to show you how good these business skills are. I can show you how much better I am than you. I can show you why you should suck my dick versus not. I should show you why you need a deep throat for the very first time, all the way down your throat and gag. I need to tell you, explain to you why. Because I'm moneybags, bitch. And you'll allow me to call you bitch because I'm moneybags. You won't allow no broke bitch to call you bitch. But you will allow a sugar daddy. You will allow a sugar daddy to fuck you up the ass. You will allow all of that if the guy got moneybags, homie. All right, so this is from the last hour, man. 1 hour. And I've been sitting here getting drunk for the last hour. And these are the stats I'm going to show you straight from my distributor from the last hour. 1 hour, man. Even though they ain't a lot. Look at that. 1 hour. I get paid about what you get paid, bitch. Refilling my soda, Pepsi, for the last hour. 1 hour. That's what it is. Look at all of those purchases. That's a group of purchases. And notice we can click on details for all the stick in the muds. So let's click on details. Let's click on the sale of you by location, okay? And all of these are in thousands. So you see that 280,000, 140,000 plus. So they break it down to you just like that. I am so incredible. We got age listings. So I'm going to show you. Each of those, again, are by thousands. So I'm talking to a lot of bitches with formed ass tits. You can see right here. I'm talking to a bunch of females that got tits about 28 to 34 years old. So I'm talking to big tit females. It makes my dick hard, man. Makes me want to make more songs about fucking your tight pussy. And that shit's incredible. I can't even stop my performance right now so I can go back to my adjustable bed and jerk my huge cock to whatever I said because it's so true. It'll just instant anyone who is obsessed for more than 10 minutes in one subject is addicted. But as you can see, I'm not playing with you. I'm swinging my dick in circles like a helicopter, which, what we say, 45% of bum-ass men can't do. So I'm part of, I guess you'd say 1%. Part of the 1% who can actually swing their schlong. Oops, did I say the S word? You know, the faster you get addressed and show me your tits, the less I wonder of how you are in bed, because I can judge you. I can see by if you got saggy tits, bouncy tits, big tits, small. Just by looking at your tits, I can see what kind of person you are in bed. So why you gotta lie? You just gotta be honest. Like, how many dicks you suck in your life? 900? It's probably around 750, right? I mean, with me, it's 15 girls. I dipped my dick in the top pussy. With you, it's 750 options. So how interesting are you? Desperate? Can I call you Miss Desperate? Do I look desperate? According to your resume, since everyone in 2019 is all about sex, you look desperate, bitch. That's right. You earned that name tag, bitch, title slut. But I can call you that 24 hours a day because you suck 750 dicks. That's what I defaultly see you as a girl who's got experience. Until I see proof that you only suck 10 dicks in your life, you suck 750 cocks. You a swallower too. I can see it in your gobbler. I can see it in your big jugs. I mean, just because you got big jugs, you got 900 followers easy on your Twitter page because Jesus loves you. Because I got a big package. I got about the same followers on Twitter. So at least we're in the same group. We know how to use the influence for advantage. Oh shit, we are late. We are late for taking our hit. Alright, so after this, we're gonna smoke weed. I forgot about smoking weed. This is the first time I drank it, guys. God was generous. So I ain't gotta work a 5 to 9 job trying to prove how big my dick is. I ain't gotta do anything to prove how big my tits are. I just gotta sit here, no posture, and it just shows. All I gotta do is sit here with no iPad on my crotch, and it shows I ain't packing a cleanly folded sock. It proved to you how much you love me in every direction possible, and it proves to me how you want to suck my dick. That's what I get out of it. I get that you're a pervert, and no matter what I do, you want to try to have sex with me. So, I gotta play it cool and be like, nah, I'm too good for your trashy ass girl. You white ass pussy, flat chest, no dunk having bitch. You should go back to your Datsun and have your daddy drive your ass back home, because I just call it Uber. I just call it Uber. Yeah, I did like that. So that was how one date ended. I was never happy about it. Still got married to this day. Like, how can I talk to a female like that under my responsibility? Because usually she ends up in bed naked and my arms are under her armpits, and right here I feel the tits. All I gotta do is look at the tits and like, oh my god, my arms touching her jugs. I'll sleep quite a bit. I fall asleep probably at 10 p.m. It's a sign of getting old. And then I wake up like at 5 or 6, feeling like I'm tired of sleeping. When I was 41 years old, I was like, I'm gonna sleep all day if I want. But now it feels like I got too much sleep and I drink quite a bit, especially when the heater's on. I like to be warm. When it's warm in here, like I got no problems taking a shower. I got no problems getting naked. I get no problems doing what normal people do. But when it's cold, my body already runs at temperature 2 degrees normal. So it runs like at 96. Let's take my temperature right now, probably about at 96. So I'm already lower. Can you see that? Let me make this big size, like my dick. If you ain't on this list, you ain't shit, man. I haven't added anyone to my list in years. These are the only people who can message me, man. I got 15 people and I don't even know these people, homie. It takes 2 years to even get on my list. And at any time, these people can message me and a box would come up. If you ain't on my list, I ain't seeing no box. Ever, man. I ain't looking at you like I'm looking at myself. I am not buddy list. I don't know who the hell you are, Mr. CEO of Sony Records. I don't know who you are, Mr. CEO of Shady Ass Records. I don't know who you are, CEO of Beat Speakers. I don't even know who you are, Jesus Christ. Excuse me for speaking my opinion on USA soil, but I don't know who you are, so could you tell me what your name tag says? Cause you ain't on my Pal Talk buddy list, man. You ain't online. You ain't the name I know, even though I don't talk to you. You ain't the name that should constantly remind in my forehead. You know, why should I stop talking shit right now just to engage in an invisible box that could hypothetically pop up, which couldn't because you're not on my buddy list? What kind of person, man, can't even influence me when I got a buddy list of people I really never had a private conversation with? Maybe 1%. 1%, man. Do the math. 1% of all of these. Who do you think I've actually had a conversation with, besides myself, of course? Who do you think I've had a good conversation with? 1%, man, gets my attention. Which one of these people do you think that I've chilled and smoked a half a joint with? I need to know right now before I start claiming I need my medicine. I've given you the answers, and unless you're blind, you'll get it wrong. So I don't talk with very many people, and even the people I do choose to be on my buddy list shouldn't be on there anyway. So that should exclaim to you, because since one of them blocks my camera, whatever they do it on my, why am I trying, bro? Why am I trying to be your friend when you block my goddamn ass? Why do I even try to be human with your humanoid ass, giving you the chance, thinking you all that, having 0 albums, giving me 0 respect, talking shit behind my back? And granted, there's probably way more names on my buddy list that isn't listed here. Multiply that by 20, and I'm just exclaiming to you, why are you on my buddy list when you've treated me so fucking bad? I wonder why God has given me the power to forgive you. And I don't think you're worth forgiving. Granted, you're a dickhead. You need to be. What kind of self-absorbed asshole you gotta be to block Jesus or Elvis Presley try to text and message you from the afterlife from your paltalk.com buddy list, right? Only an asshole, only a raging ignorant would do such a thing. If anyone knew that Eminem or Elvis Presley would try to reach them from the dark side on their buddy list, and you straight up say like, nah, man, I'm too good for you, would ever deny access to Eminem, Dr. Dre, or Marvin Gaye, or, Elvis, like, you're a total fucking loser. That's no longer opinion, that's facts. Like, if you denied entry to your pussy hole, like, you got a problem if I entered in a room and you knew what I was capable of. I consider myself as in latest issue in a magazine. Front cover of all propaganda, front cover of all wet pussies, front cover of all big boners. I'm just front cover of maybe something you're missing in life. You can't hate the person with a solution, right? Person with no solution. Why are you hating someone who's got an idea? Are you against? This is what I'm looking at right now. This is my view. Are you against big dick having men? Are you against anything that has to do with success? If you are, you should log off and never log in so you can stop being bad luck for the successors in life. You could be all you could be, but from a distance, I've observed how pathetic you are. And that's facts. Not just me, no opinions. If I got my neighbor to come down here and look at you as long as I did, I think I could come up with the same assumption that you need professional help. Like, you got a lot of problems in life, bro. How did you become like this? Was it your mom and your dad that inspired you to eat so many chickens? So how the hell can you become 500 pounds if it wasn't from your mom or dad eating so much? Their inspiration must have an impact. How could you be this fat and chubby in the face if you lacked discipline? It must have been from your mommy or daddy of your personal choices in life. I need to know this before we become butt buddies, because I only got a certain amount of energy percentages contained within my brain.
Check. Wow, give it up for Casper.
Today I can be okay, tomorrow I might be a butthole. Today I might be fine, tomorrow I might be an asshole. Like, I could be okay for you, but I need to know what you expect of me. I need to know what you expect of yourself. Will you jam that dildo way up your butthole with aggression, or do you slide it up there with lubrication? I need to know how mad at yourself you are before I start this relationship. So,
wow.
We're meant for each other.
Ha.
I believe that's what
Damn, Casper.
I'm in love with you.
Woo, he's got some freestyle jokes.
That's why they're called bitches.
Damn, bro.
You top priority. I'll stop what I'm doing, including when I'm jacking off.
Totally out of my character.
For your
We must have been on an agenda that night.
I'll have my phone with me, so at any given time, you are under distress.
Ooh,
You could just
don't
text
judge me for this
and
track.
drop in a deuce, which is, rare
Absolutely
occasions,
no.
rare occasions, you'll have complete contact
Reminds me of a
with one
delete key,
I'm your number one, right? I'm your number one, right?
but it is pretty tight,
One.
you know.
Shit, girl, I ain't gay, but I'll suck dick to save your life. I will do things that I don't approve of to make sure you're by my side. I'm that strong.
Like, I could reverse that and make it sound good.
An 8, 9, even 10-inch cock to save your life. If it was,
Because I live in America, so
12-inch
let's
cock, I would
use the rights given to me.
You're worth it. I mean, it's only 10 seconds of pain for your eternal life. Shit, you should just hang me on the
I'm gonna
cross,
talk
baby.
about what it's like living in America, man.
White horse with
One
big
side
dick,
of it.
8-inch, 6.5. We compare
One
8.
side of
I mean, you gotta spring the woman for laugh with your special moves and combinations if you expect her to hang on your dick. Shit, the moment you start calling your dick small is the moment when love fails for you. Maybe there's someone else. I never had a woman tell me that my dick was small. I've been generous in participants, 100%. Damn, I wish I was lying. Maybe I could feel what it feels like to be a normal male human. I've been blessed in the male extremities. No complaints. Shit, I got no complaints. I think back when I owned one of my old businesses, and the employees' girlfriends comes into the store and she says, I'll suck his dick, because I guess they've been fighting, like, I don't give a shit. So her and I ended up in the bathroom. I was laying on the floor, she was sucking my dick, and that's all she was willing to do, but I guess she was showing off for her prince. And then we came out, I was a CEO, I felt those big ass tits on my hand, and I can't remember what she looks like, but I know what my employee looks like. And to think about where they're at today, shout outs. So baby, I'm married. She's one of the 13 I saved. Even a blowjob, right? That counts as a contestant. She was all into me, I think only because I was the boss and they were fighting, but she had some big ass tits. She had some knockers, man. And I would have never expected her to go into the bathroom with me and suck my own dick. In my own employment, I was a boss, so I was introduced to CEOs. I was like, okay. I could have had an option to opt out. I was like, okay. So she was made public that she went into the bathroom with me and sucked my dick. She sucked my dick about 5 minutes or so. I was laying on a dirty ass bathroom floor. I can remember it well, but I don't know her face. All I know is her tits were big. I'm a tit man, homie. My girl's got big tits. She likes to have sex. So that's who I am today. But previous partners, I would be like, man, we had good times for a moment or two. I wanted to have sex with her, but she said, no, I can't do that. So she came in there with preconceptions that only I was getting a blowjob and she couldn't ride my shit. I would have totally wrote it, man. I'm a tit guy, and I don't mind sucking on your pussy. I'm a CEO of a record company. I got 24 albums, plus I'm married. So females out there, tell me, are you jealous? God is my back, but everything else, I'm good. I'm hot. Just when we go on dates, I make sure it's special. I remember it's a date, so we're taking it like a date. I want to make sure that you feel special, especially for the woman I married. I want to make sure that I don't take her for granted. I want to make sure that she doesn't forget why she married me. And whether role play or not, you still got to float that swag. You still got to play the game. You still got to make yourself tasteable. You still got to make yourself not a total disgust. And I think if you can provide yourself satisfaction, like if you can, even though you're not gay, but if you would suck on your own nipple, you gotta make your own nipple suckable for yourself. Like, damn, I'm so hot, I would suck on my own nipple. I would suck on my own neck. I would kiss myself. If you ain't to that level, most likely no one else is. So you gotta get to that suckable level. If you ain't suckable, then who the hell wants to suck on you? High or low confidence, that has no point. But like, if you are unable to suck on yourself, who wants to suck on you? It's kind of the thing I played with my whole life, so I make sure, on average, you would still want to suck on me. It's kind of a game I play with myself. There are some days I ain't feeling too hot because of my back, so I ain't looking as suckable. The majority of the days, I will say I am suckable. And no one really sees me except for myself and my wife. My wife sees me every day, so I need to make sure that I'm suckable for her. I need to make sure that I'm suckable for myself. So there's at least 2 different people there that I need to make sure that they can suck on me. And that's true shit with life in general. Like the moment you start letting self-suckable go, like would you suck on yourself, would you kiss yourself, would you have sex, whatever it is, then that's the moment you gave up. I didn't give up. Yeah, I got a lot of problems in life. No way in hell did I give up yet. And I think I'd be honest when I'd be like, nah, man, I can't do it anymore. It's like I told you that I ain't ever gonna suck a dick. Never have sucked a dick. I think it's curious. Think like, I got a big dick. Wonder what my dick would feel like in my mouth. But it's like, it's not something I dwell upon. I'd rather have a titty in my mouth. I'd rather have my girl's face in my mouth. I'd rather have her pussy in my mouth than some dick. But it's always a curious thing. I've been straight for my whole entire life, but I never fantasized of watching gay porn and be like, I wonder what it feels like to get my ass pumped. Hell no, man. I'm sober. In no way do I condone my lifestyle to anyone ages 21 and younger. So I think I speak to a crowd. When I talk, I'm speaking to a crowd. I'm speaking to an audience that isn't even there. I'm talking to a stadium that isn't even there. And even if I could, holy shit, that's where we make most of our money from, is from doing live performances. Since I don't do live performances,
You know, we're sucking the Ethernet dick. I got fiber, homie. 1 gigabit upload, 1 gigabit download. That shit is nice. Let me do a quick search here. I'm gonna open up a browser and I'm going to fast.com and I'm gonna show you, man. Fast.com is owned by Netflix. I'm gonna show you my current internet speed from Ethernet. Look at that. And look at that shit. Now, from an entire network, I think you probably could reach a gigabit, but from a single gigabit connection, I don't think you're going to get that shit. You know, look at that, man. This is what I wanted from I got 2 milliseconds. 2. Do you see that? 2, 4 milli. Like, homie, how great do you gotta feel? So let's do this another test. One more test. How great do you gotta feel for you to stop whining about how bad you feel and realize you got the wishes you wanted as a kid? And what happens when one day you get all of your things you wanted as a kid with your tragedy? Say you had a boating accident, tragedy happened, and now you're a vegetable for the rest of your life. Fast forward 15 years into your recovery, you got internet speeds as fast as 770 megabits and an upload of 680. Do you got time to bitch about your physical problems? Like, that's a real honest question. I'm like, well, I'm happy I got internet. I'm happy I got a studio. It all pertains to happiness, and I got the dream job. I can come in here and speak my mind and not be judged upon it, because remember the permission rule. You never know what I'm speaking from an actor point of view or from the realistic character point of view. You don't know. And the older I get, I don't give a shit whether you're trying to decipher those in me when you invite me over to your house party. Who am I to you? Man, who am I to you? We have so many nightmaric instant number 21, and I don't know it until I get there knocking on the door with my clown suit on. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm trying to soothe their PTSD. I realize I have a huge inspiration in their life. At the same time, you know, we're 2 different people. I respect you. I respect me. But who am I? Who am I? You know, you can help me out. Please tell me, who am I? I have many albums, 25. Yeah, that's right. We be bragging, but which album am I? So I can flip on chameleon mode and reveal that for you, so I can make today the best day you've ever had. And I might need to go back and research, because what is number 7? What is 14? What is 21? What is 28? What is 34? What is 42? What is 50? You know, 50, what the fuck? You know, I need to do research myself to get to your level. And I don't want to disappoint you. And plus, I'm working for my $5 an hour salary. I really want to do my job good, so you can recommend me to another distraught person who has premeditated thoughts of who I'm an actor, man. I'm Steven Seagal. Who is Steven Seagal, ladies? He's the guy who protects you. All right, so who's Pee Wee Herman, ladies? He's the guy who got caught masturbating in an adult porn shop. Who am I, ladies? Steve Stone Cold Austin. Who am I, ladies? I've played 24 different movies. Ladies with big tits, fat pussies. I have been in 24 different movies, 1,250 different variations of those 24 movies, 1,250 different acting parts we had to play. And you invite me over to your stripper party so I can see some big ass tits swinging in my face. And the whole time, I felt confused, because I felt like you were coming at me some type of way. And only if I knew what you were thinking, maybe, you know, when it came time for you to rape me, wasn't too severe. Because your birthday party will always remain in my head. I wasn't prepared, you know, birthday girl turns rapist. I never submitted the report to cops, because I ain't a snitch. I believe in satisfaction for customers. So I'm like, yeah, you know, not a big thing. Rape my dick, you can rape my mouth, you can rape my face. But like, who the hell am I to you, you know? Who the hell do you think I am? And that's a question, not a defense. It's like, you don't know where I am, you know where I come from. It's like, it's a genuine question. Who am I? You need to sit down with some lawyers. Who am I to you today, girl? So I can prepare myself on how to act as a result of my dreams. Usually it's how I form another equation of what I think about myself. And usually dreams tell you how you're doing in life. There's this book somewhere. It's like the Dream Encyclopedia, or Encyclopedia of Dreams. So you can look up this book. My ex-wife had it. She was big into this weird shit. So she told me about this book out there, like an Encyclopedia of Dreams. So if I dreamt about water, I could look in there why water would be involved in my dream. And it was, I think about it quite a bit. You know, the Encyclopedia of Dreams. I do dream a lot when it's warm in here. And since we're transitioning to summer, to fall, to winter, we have our heater, and we got one of those systems, the Vine thermostat. So it balances itself to keep it at the right temperature. So sometimes it'll turn on heat, other times it'll turn on air condition, even when it's snowing outside. If it gets above a certain level, it'll turn on the air conditioner to bring it back down. And personally, at first I was like, yo, this shit sucks. But then eventually I understood the whole logic behind the whole thing, and smart thermostats, I think going by degree is a bit too extreme. I'd rather have a thermostat that has some play into it and not be like, well, you know, the thermostat set at 74, it's now 76 in here, so let's turn on the AC. You know, I guess I can't complain about that, because it's keeping me comfortable no matter what. And how would you really build a system, you know, when this one doesn't learn from, like, you know, every hour, be like, okay, I'm cold at 5 p.m., so let me put it up to 2 degrees. It doesn't do that. It just keeps it at a certain temperature, minus 2 degrees, or plus 2 degrees. That's when the system kicks on. So really it's like minus or plus 1 degree. But anyway, when the heater kicks on and I'm sleeping, I usually start to sweat. And I notice that sometimes I wake up, whether I gotta go to the piss or something, I can be in a mood of sweating. And when I'm sweating plus sleeping equals dreams. for me. I'm not talking for you, I'm talking for me. So sleeping hot under covers, and I like to sleep nice and warm. I'm comfortable. I usually like 72 with this new system here. 72 is a good degree system, and it prevents me from dreaming. I'd say 74, because today I put it at 74. It's nice to feel warm. My wife likes it. She compliments me when she feels like, oh, it's nice and warm in here last night. I liked it. I went to the Platte River, which we would call the bottom, because it'd have a, drop off, and then you drove for another mile or half in itself, and then the road would end with a raging river. That river that traveled fairly quick, man. I'd say 15, 20 miles an hour. I mean, it's enough to where you couldn't walk across it. So many of my memories as a child was driving the ATV near the Platte River onto like sand dunes near fields that my father farmed. But the Platte River in my head, Nebraska, USA, traveled quick, real quick. Like you couldn't walk across it. I'm not sure how it is these days, but in my head, when I dream, like I see the Platte River moving fairly quickly, and then I'm trapped on a cement post in the middle of the Platte River that's moving pretty fast. So the Book of Dreams told me that because I'm trapped in the middle of a raging river means that I feel trapped. And it's funny how the Book of Dreams encyclopedia can help you give answers. I'm not sure if it is the answer, but it allows your brain and thoughts to wander. And that's something I've always encouraged for myself, is to allow my brain to wander versus, sometimes I'm in pain and I'd rather watch TV rather than be involved in the level 9, 10 pain, because this pain is equally as involved as whatever I'm watching on TV. So if I can pay attention to the TV and be lost in the storyline, that's how involved the pain that I feel in the back. So I try to involve myself in distracting activities, good or bad. Sometimes I be smoking my weed more than I feel I should, but it's just a distraction away from my back. Now, I don't got any problems having sex. Much of my problems in the back are isolated, so they're in one area. It's like you got a sliver. It feels like a sliver, and you're always trying to work around the sliver. So like right now, I feel the sliver, and I got pain medication to help the sliver to go away, but right now it's about a 3, it's about a 4. I tend not to take it. I end up with more pain medication. Probably say 3 to let loose, talking to you, reserve. 3-4 days of reserve pain medication. Now you may ask me, well, what happens if I don't have any pain medication? I want to tell you that it's a process. Just like getting an album done, coming in here and getting high, to let loose, talking to you, it's a process. Going inside the car to start it when it's cold, to back up, to scrape the windows, to stop at the red lights, to go to work, it's a process, okay? So what I deal with basically on a every 6-hour basis, because every 6 hours I'm going through this pretty much every day for the last 10 years, is you're evaluating yourself. It's like right now, you heard before that I spoke of my pain, and then I think about when was the last time I took pain medication. I'd be smoking my weed more than I feel I should, but it's just a distraction away from my back. Now, I don't got any problems having sex. Much of my problems in the back are isolated, so they're in one area. It's like you got a sliver. It feels like a sliver, and you're always trying to work around the sliver. So like right now, I feel the sliver, and I got pain medication to help the sliver to go away, but right now it's about a reserve. 3-4 days of reserve pain medication. Now you may ask me, well, what happens if I don't have any pain medication? I want to tell you that it's a process. Just like getting an album done, coming in here and getting high, to let loose, talking to you, it's a process. Going inside the car to start it when it's cold, to back up, to scrape the windows, to stop at the red lights, to go to work, it's a process, okay? So what I deal with basically on a every 6-hour basis, because every 6 hours I'm going through this pretty much every day for the last 10 years, is you're evaluating yourself. It's like right now, you heard before that I spoke of my pain, and then I think about when was the last time I took pain medication, and I tell myself, reply, no, it's too soon. You can't take it. So therefore, I stop asking myself, give me another pill. Instead of the reply is deal with it for another few hours. So that's how I deal with my addiction. I don't have no addiction. If you were to take away the opiates, there is a physical addiction there. Because, you got to face the facts, right? Yeah, I am addicted to it, but not like you were taught. The addiction, there's been levels to addiction. So like when I talk about my opiates and my back problems, it's complicated because not everyone takes opiates. I could tell you straight to your face that people will risk of getting fired to prove to you how much they care about you. And me as a patient I think I'm going to be on opiates the rest of my life. So I look as opiates more of a savior than I do addiction or evil, as what the majority of people in the United States look at it. We got huge ad campaigns that play on our TV that explain to you what addiction is, but it's more about addiction. People associate opiates with addiction, and that's about it. So here in the USA, when you say opiates, the first thing that comes to their head will be addiction. So if I go to anyone and I tell them, I don't have a problem with telling you guys because you're internet and you guys ain't gonna come back and haunt me. But people that I personally meet, I try not to tell them that I'm on opiates right away, because either they're like, damn, I can use this guy for his drugs so I can make a profit. It's either that, or it's, I know someone, they're gonna play that card, I know someone who died, and whether they care about you or not is out of the question, but they start playing the role of savior. They're going to save me from my opiate addiction. So anytime most people hear opiates, the first thing that comes to their mind is addiction in the United States. I'm not sure how it affects the rest of the world. I know where I'm from. I had many occasions where people were concerned. I'd say to the max of them losing their job, to how they would have saved me from my problem. And, I had people, just because I'm on opiates, they look at me different. And it's real weird. And so this epidemic, and me personally coming from a genuine condition, I'm now calling it a condition. It's not a problem. They've never been a problem. and that's as honest as I can be. I use them only when I need to, because I don't like how constipated I get. When I'm able to flush the toilet 7 times when I go, when you get up after the 7th time, you feel so good inside, so there are many negative effects to that. I've been on opiates for 10 years plus, right? And I've had constant pain. Everyone has pain. Depending on the severity, and I'm like, good for you. I guess that's all I can say. I wish you didn't have pain. Hopefully you make through it. Like the unknown of what my next paycheck is going to be. You try to be spontaneous on those kind of things, meaning you try to up the ante a bit, like, oh, my next paycheck's going to be this, but when you get it, it's going to be not. And then when you're doing bad things, like your car breaks down, like, oh, my car broke down, but no problem, bro, I'll still be there. And the kind of thing exists with mental drugs in the United States. You can't talk for any other group out there besides what I'm currently involved in is the United States. First I was in Nebraska, now I've been in Colorado for the past 10 years or so. And when I moved out here, I was like, damn, I'm not going to tell anyone I'm on these mental drugs. Because it felt like I always got treated differently. And even in PE, like, I was last picked, this and that, whatever the reason. So, like, when I came out here and started doing Creative Win Studios, I was like, yo, mental drugs suck. You don't want to get on them. And how can you be a CEO of any company when you're on them, right? And I told everyone, basically on a daily basis, like, you should stay off of them. Don't go on these things because they'll make you a loser. Basically being like, don't even do it no matter what. Okay, so I had my back surgeries started in 2011 in April, and the next one 2012 in November. All right, so I went through the next 9 years saying that you don't need, or 8 years, you don't need this kind of shit. I'm talking like I got a huge ass forehead and you can do it. All you gotta do is believe in yourself. And anytime you go to a therapist, if you believe you got a chemical imbalance, whatever they say, then you got one. So I was going down that road for many years on my pain. So I've been on pain drugs as I was promoting that. I still looked at it, it was a piece of shit. And no matter what, you should not go on these. And I still believe deep down inside that you need to avoid them at all costs. So I guess a year and a half ago rolls by, and it's 2018. I started noticing a lot of issues with me from like sleeping, laying down, how I could only lay on my right side versus the left side, and then back was sleeping okay, but stomach I had a hard time enjoying laying on my stomach because there was so much pain. So years go by, okay, from that moment. I'd say 7 years. I can't speak for everyone, but 7 years of holding a belief that they were so bad and telling myself I'm happy and happiness lives within. It does. To be 2011, and we finally got married on February 15th of 2016, 17, somewhere around there. And I realized that this pain was making me depressed, and it was causing an effect. When I come in here, I could watch some old videos of mine. I could easily get depressed. I would cry talking about anything. I could watch television and they'd be talking about like, have a second laugh, anything about happiness. And it would instantly in my head bring me back to defeated. I feel defeated in my pain. The pain is so high. I can't even get out of bed, even though I can function properly. And when I get out of bed, I could go take a piss or go to the bathroom. It looks like nothing is wrong with me. So there was an added stress that people were like, there's nothing wrong with you. And you feel all this pain. They start to look at you as a liar. They start to look at you like, well, you are faking it. That's a hard position to be in when it definitely looks like that. Like when I get up out of this chair right now, when I get up and go to the bathroom or whatever, go to the server side, it may not look like I got any problems with me, but there is a lot going on inside of me. And right now I feel it. I feel it like I'm asking myself, not verbally, I'm like, we can do it. It's 4:38. You can make it till 8 p.m. tonight. That's a lot of time away, and right now I'm feeling horrible, but from the camera's sake of view, and I live in front of the camera, and the camera can't pick up on really what I feel, except for my facial expressions. That's when things become confusing for a lot of people, especially like people I know. So like I tend to enjoy the alone time because I don't get judged. I don't constantly have to defend my position here. And currently my pain scale, I'd say is a 6.5, 7, and it's rising. And I don't know if I just took more pills. I think I did, but I certainly know that I'm on morphine. I'm on not a high limit of morphine, but I know that I'm on it. I know that my body is asking for more, not my head. I feel the pain working in other parts of my body because if it's not sitting right, it will play upon like upper vertebrae and below vertebrae, and my posture starts to, and the pain medication allows me to not feel all of that so I can feel normal. But when I'm in pain, like I'm starting to feel pain right now, like the 8 milligrams I took, was it 4 or 5 hours ago, and I can't wait to reach 6 so I can take more. It just feels back to myself away from the pain that I feel just because I went up and took a leak. This is what I deal with if I was to get up right now and go take a leak. So pain medication is required 24/7 in my life. When I lay in bed for 30 minutes straight and not move, like I watch a TV show laying there, I can feel good. Like my pain scale is close to 0 for 1 or 2, like I know something's screwed up in my back, so like that just makes it a 1. So if you were to erase that 1, you can bring it back down to a 0, but your life is messed up. You ain't going too far, and so you got to learn what's going on with yourself, and so you can role play it out through the day. And the majority of my days are relaxing in bed. I got adjustable bed, the feet raises as low as head raises. It's also vibrating. And I can tell you the majority of the time I'm sitting or laying on that bed, I'm in pain. When I take 8 milligrams of hydromorphone, that is 32 milligrams or equivalent of morphine. 32 milligrams is what it takes for me to gain focus on what I love. Like right now I can feel it going down the hill because I can feel it coming back. And that's your life 24/7. And many people don't understand that at all. And I've had friends that wanted to use me to get pain medications, you know, like they could sell it on the street, make money. I've met a lot of people who were against what I'm doing here, you know, whether they're super healthy and just don't get it, that, you know, I don't feel like them, and how could I be on, you know, it's a bunch of realities that are screwed up, and I guess I asked for it. You know, many years ago, I could remember being mad at God, and I told him, bring pain on, bitch, bring it on, I can do it. I doubt those had any play in my life, but I do remember saying things like that, and it's a unfortunate situation I'm living. So having my life small and me not doing interviews and me not being as big as I could be, I think is a personal choice. You know, I purposely hang up on out-of-state numbers. I personally don't answer my calls. I personally don't read my email as much, and trust there are opportunities for me to advance my career. You gotta trust that there is. I'm not that bad. I'm actually good at what I do. But what stops me from doing all of these things is pain management, because when I think about, like, I got invited to do an Alaskan cruise, and most people, from what I heard, would love to go on. There's this feeling of being torn, not only because, like, we represent Hollywood in our own way, but we also got this physical pain that none of you accept. It's about acceptance. So I've naturally just enjoyed my personal time. You know, even with my wife, even with my personal family, like when it comes to these two things, you know, they're so anal about it. Like, they're professional. So sometimes I gotta joke, you know, we've been 10 years, I don't know, it's been a long time, and I think it's gonna be the rest of my life that I'm connected to the two. So I like to joke about it. As you can see, I have a good sense of humor. I'm like, look at these two things together, you know? And I'm representing a